She is little elf, it's Kristen by herself show.
Hello everyone! Welcome to not Masterpiece Fanfic Theater, actually, because we are missing some of the folks who have joined us for this adventure, and it felt wrong to continue without them. And by them, I mostly mean Darby, but you know what? That's enough. We can say that we stopped to stream just for Darby because we love him, and so we're gonna say that. Anyway, here's a great picture up here right now of Long Charlie. Long Charlie. But yeah, so we're not doing Masterpiece Fanfic Theater tonight because there is no fanficking to be had. So instead we're gonna do an art stream. So instead of this, first of all, everyone say hello to Long Charlie and then goodbye to Long Charlie because I'm actually doing art for the first one.
Hello, Long Charlie.
Hello,
Goodbye, Long Charlie.
Goodbye, Long Charlie. Alright. Goodbye, Long Charlie. It is closed. Alright, so, yeah, instead, I'm gonna work on some very important imagery. Oh my god, we don't even have any lo-fi! What am I doing?
We don't have lo-fi!
I'm completely, woefully unprepared for anything. I'm sorry. In my defense, there was a new song with Avril Lavigne today, and it was some pop-punk bullshit, and my brain's just been that all day. It's not, like, it's just been that, and it's like, is anything else gonna happen today, Kristen? Oh no, it's the 2000s again. What?
See, chat, I would get the DK rap, but I don't want a copyright strike from Twitch.
We don't want to deal with that.
This one says look up.
I will happily torment Kristen with it when we're not on stream.
How kind of you.
There it is.
There we go. Okay, so, I have to draw a very important image. Oh. I don't even have my tablet set up. We decided we weren't gonna do fanfic theater, like, 3 minutes
ago.
So now I have to adjust, so I apologize, everybody. In a show of professionalism, because of all of our streams are very professional, I'm actually very unprepared. Oh well. Anyway, so let's draw a very important image. I don't even know where to begin on this important image, honestly.
You can begin by screen sharing?
Oh, right! Do you guys actually want to see this?
Yes!
Yes, please.
I would, in fact, like to see this.
What? Hang on, I got it.
Yeah. Oh my god, we're gonna see it.
Congratulations! This is a blank canvas. Okay.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, a white bear in a snowstorm.
They are rapidly approaching.
Okay. So, I guess the first question to ask when I'm starting on this image is, am I focusing on the main speaker or am I focusing upon the sufferer?
Okay, so consider, I have not listened to the audio, but I have an idea.
Okay.
So the main speaker is in the forefront, but like blurred, and the sufferer is in the background, like not blurred. So
I see. Alright, I'm hearing promise in this. Is the main speaker... I gotta decide what he's doing.
of course you could create two versions of this image where one is blurred and the other one isn't, and then when we actually do the thing, we crossfade.
It's the easiest thing in the world to do in video editing.
Okay, good to know. So I guess the question is the speaker... Is he just on Twitter? That's the important question. Wait, I think he's gotta be with the fucking jigsaw puzzle.
There's gotta be a jigsaw puzzle.
I think one of the most important parts about this image, I feel, is that, like, He has to be doing. The jigsaw puzzle needs to like be in front of him, but he has to pointedly be on his phone instead, using fucking Twitter.com. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna wait and see how long it takes for the audience to realize like what's going on here, because that's all part of the fun.
Yeah, no one spoil what this is, or I will find you.
I don't even know what it is.
Well, you're part of
I
the
shall-
game now.
Yeah, congratulations. Now you must figure out what we're talking about.
It's like there's 3 levels of difficulty here. Knowing what the audio is, having not heard the audio but knowing what it's titled, and having 0 idea of what's going on.
I know
Oh, I
exactly
love
what's
it.
going on. I'm playing on easy mode.
Right? No, I know he's.
Alex is playing on super easy mode. He made this thing.
You have given them a clue, Juno. This is forbidden. I will find you on March 31st.
Oh no. Well, I guess I'm being chained to my bed on March 31st.
Wait,
Awooga.
why?
I'll find Juno on March 31st.
Well, why are you going with chaining to the bed? That's what I want to know.
Forcible take break on March 31st.
Yeah. Juno, I'll just take a break for January. Also Juno. So here's another anti-piracy Mario song.
God. Yeah, look at you, crazy workaholic who never takes a break. What a wild thing that you.
I know,
that you
right,
are
Kettle?
doing. What? No,
Yeah.
I would.
How dare you
never-
be a workaholic, says me, the man who is trying to crank out another musical fight series.
I think.
How
that-
dare you people be capable of work? Fuck off.
Oh.
I feel your pain, Brother Dingleberry.
Literally.
I really do. Well,
I don't
not
know.
quite literally. We don't have the same arm problem.
It's an arm problem.
It is an
so-
arm.
It's also a leg problem.
Did
I'm
you
having fun.
Did you finish Discord Murder Party? Yes. What did it cost? Everybody's arms.
Everybody's arms.
Everybody like just flaps their nub arms at the end of Discord Murder Party.
Okay, so we're gonna have like a
Everything's
couch
over.
here.
The West Side Story musical number has been finished. Nobody has arms any longer. It looks like the sufferer in the back is doing like the distraction dance from Henry Stickmin.
I needed them to have a really major like gremlin pose, so that felt right to me. I may adjust for the actual pose, but in my heart, I feel like this is correct.
This is absolutely correct.
I am also challenging myself to make sure I actually finish this by the end of the stream. I refuse for this to take any longer than 3 hours. If it does, I've failed. Part of the Crime Straczynski challenge for this year is to try to desperately achieve art, like, you know, not at the speed of a turtle. I want to believe. What audio are y'all drawing this to? Is it a song? You will have to guess from context.
Churro, you've come in late. No,
Yes.
we're playing a game where you guys gotta figure out what the fuck we did.
You have to guess what the hell we're talking about.
Yes, correct. Okay.
We're talking about the West Side Story musical number.
Yes, that's correct. That's what we're talking about.
See, there's a guy dancing in the background. It's obviously that.
This guy going, I'll crump with you, sweetie pie!
With you, God. So, I really there's a point to this story. There's a connection here. I need to understand that first of all. Okay, so me and my former roommate Steve, we both really enjoy this Japanese reality TV show called Terrace House, wherein like 6 Japanese folks live in an absurdly nice house, and they all just kind of live their lives, and, you know, we follow them, and it's not a dating show, but it is a dating show, but that's not the point of the show. The point of the show is basically, it's basically framed like a real-life slice of life thing, and it's enjoyable. It's a good time. But one of the first things that will happen whenever someone shows up on the show is, they will, you know, introduce themselves, say their age, everyone will conveniently and very naturally ask, what sort of person are you into for, like, a significant other, and then they'll also say what their job is. And so this one guy comes on, and he's got, like, he looks like he wants to be a 2000s era, like, R&B singer. Like, looks like what he's wearing. And he sits down, and they're like, well, what do you do? Oh, I'm a crumper. I'm a cramper. I do cramping. That's my whole thing. And he's saying the word cramping in, like, you know, just the greatest English. And then every time they would have the fucking introduction, they always show, like, the person and their name and, like, their job, and his job is just cramper. That's what his fucking job says. That's his job.
I'll cramp with you, sweetie pie.
He's a professional. It's so good. Alright. How many layers of doodle are you going to make, Kristen? Don't worry about that. It's fine.
Dude, how many layers of doodle are you on? I don't know, maybe 6 or 7?
You're a little baby. Watch this.
100.
Yeah. 128 bits.
128 bits.
64 bits. 32 bits. 16 bits. 8 bits. 4 bits. 2 bits. 1 bit. Half bit. Quarter bit. Wrist game.
What is going on right now?
It's the meme that's going around. Usually it's done in the reverse order, but it's the angry video game nerd screaming about bits. I forget the exact context.
He was talking about this, like, Game & Watch style wristwatch game from, like, Burger King or whatever.
Okay, yeah. There was like a wristwatch game, and then people took it and, like, bit crushed the audio and pixelized, like, pictures of various video game characters, and then added
Backwards.
128 bits to the end with this hyper-realistic, detailed, or just, like, weird cosplay version of those characters.
The hyper-realistic detailed ones are hilarious. Speaking of hyper-realistic, Morshu RTX on just dropped.
Mm-hmm. We have hyper-realistic Morshu.
I don't know who that is, so my brain's just like, more shoe! Nice!
More shoe. Great.
I went to Payless and I got more shoe.
More shoe. Man, I miss Payless.
You don't have Payless anymore?
Payless shut down. It's like
Did
the storefronts don't like exist anymore.
That had to have been like within the past year or so.
Yeah, it's been about 2 years now.
Okay. Because I was just like,
Man doing that.
squint. I was like, I got my work shoes at Payless. What do you mean?
Like I think it might have been like, yeah, it was like right after MomoCon or something. I was like, oh, I broke my sandals. I'm gonna go get some more sandals. So I go to Payless, and then I'm like, oh, it turns out they shut down at the very end of May, and it is now June 10th.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's like you can still order their shoes online, but you know, ordering shoes online feels dangerous to me, because even when something is your size, it totally might not be your size. At least if you're me and you have tiny baby feet that nothing fits into. Stupid children's. Sorry, I just. Sometimes when people visit, I can put my shoes inside of their shoes because I'm just that much smaller than everybody else.
Oh, they relaunched in August of 2020.
Oh, good to know.
Oh, nice.
Maybe that
Nice.
means their storefronts will come back.
Yeah,
Look
they emerged
away.
from bankruptcy January 16th of 2020, and on August 18th, they officially dropped Shoe Source from its name and launched its e-commerce website. So that is what is going on. In 2019, they filed for bankruptcy. So,
Oh.
sorry, I was thinking about it. I was just like, it has been at least a year. So, like, yeah, but I was just like, I bought shoes from Payless. Like, I think that was like the last place I bought shoes from. So I'm just like, what? Because they have my size. Most places don't. I have big feet. So, like, it makes me sad.
I look away 5 minutes and look at the most horrifying image of the Doctor I've ever seen in my life.
What? How do you know
What?
it's Dr. McGillicuddy?
How can you possibly guess it's Dr. McGillicuddy?
What?
I can't believe it. I'm such a psychic, aren't I?
God, that shy guy says, wait, it's the GMP Season 4 twist. Dr. McGillicuddy steals MG's last Pepsi and then calls her a bitch as she cries in Hot Topic.
That's every episode of DMP.
That's every episode.
Yeah.
From here on, this means war. Bitch.
From here on.
But that just was the last Pepsi.
Correction. It is my Pepsi.
But I'm gonna go cry into some Nightmare Before Christmas socks.
Murder God walks into a Hot Topic. She's super sad. Walks in, grabs some Nightmare Before Christmas socks, and just lightly dabs her eyes with them. The employee doesn't the employee is between like actually emoting and being like, you know what, that's fair.
Like, no, I get it. God, sorry. Everything's coming back to just me thinking about 2000s era Hot Topic today. That's it, that's my whole- Well, I guess we gotta get that in somehow since we're not reading my fanfic.
God. Oh, Churro asks, so when is it going to be revealed in canon that MG is the patron of Hot Topic?
That's actually like how the show ends. She ascends to not remove the concept of choice, but to just take over Hot Topic.
I'm the CEO of Hot Topic now.
I am your fan art stealing given breath.
Question: did Murder God ever go through a fan art theft phase where she was like, it's not, it's just a recolor doesn't count?
I want to say no, because like the thing is, so much of Murder God is based around like, you know, being an artist herself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to give my edgy OC many evils, but art theft is not one I can justifiably say that she
No,
did.
I'm talking about like if she were to be a teen, because
Oh, if she were
I'm
a
pointedly
teenager.
looking at you, Kristen Trzynski, who is an artist
who
that
had
stole from.
an art theft phase.
Who quite blatantly stole from multiple people.
What? What are you talking about? The plot of Klonoa 2 was actually
Klonoa-
written by me.
The plot of Klonoa 2 is public domain. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes, she definitely had a art stealing phase. Charlie had
Yeah.
an art stealing phase.
The 5 stages of grief are public domain, so therefore all of Klonoa 2 is as well.
God. So. God, I can't. Sorry, I'm just thinking about this now, and it's. When I was a wee lass in middle school, so around when I was writing this great Kingdom Hearts fanfic, there was a point where like I found this art of like the kingdom, you know, the main Kingdom Hearts characters in like edgy emo outfits, and I was like, yeah, this is really close to what I'm going to do. This looks really close to my style. So I printed it out and I told all my friends I drew it, and of course they didn't believe me at all because that was not true in the slightest. I'm like, what? Why don't you believe me? I totally drew this. God. So, you know, adventure number 5 million in. I have great news, kids. You can be shitty in middle school and grow up to turn out okay. And then look back upon your previous self and just be like, oh, God.
Well, you stole art back in
no.
the early days.
You stole fizzy lifting drinks.
You stole fizzy lifting drinks. Your Twitter cancelled.
Your Twitter cancelled on twitter.com.
You have been
Where else would I be Twitter cancelled?
You have been cancelled on Twitter.com.
Your Twitter cancelled on Pillow Fort.
No, I paid $15 for that.
15 years ago, not long enough. Twitter cancelled.
Good.
Okay, so let's see.
I've actually
I really
been
did pay
TikTok
$15
canceled.
for.
You've been TikTok cancelled.
Yeah, apparently someone tried to start like anti-man on the internet drama on TikTok.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta know.
I gotta know. What? Proceed.
So it was like some teenage girl, and like she was really mad that the Undertale musical she was writing was not as popular as the Undertale musical I was writing. But she decided to phrase it as, Alex hates his fans and will scream at children for wanting to put on his play. And I'm like, the video you're referring to is the one where they straight up stole my music and claimed to have written it. And now I don't have a TikTok account. I had to be told about this. I was just cackling.
Amazing.
Yes, you. How dare you be angry at people who claim to steal your work? Who claim your work is theirs? Jeez.
God.
How recent was this? Couple months ago? So yeah, I have been TikTok cancelled. As you can see, I'm doing fine.
Like water off the back of a duck.
Amazing.
That just brought me back to Howard the Duck, and just because the joke was never made, and somebody said, "Oh, they're gonna make this joke," and then they just literally never
They
did.
never
And I was like,
did.
Oh my God. The duck was literally in the water.
he was in the water for a very long time.
Indeed.
And it never happened.
What's with the jigsaw?
We're not allowed to tell you, Queen.
Like,
It's part of the
cannot
game.
tell you.
You're supposed to figure it out from context clues.
No, I know what this is, but why is there a jigsaw?
'Cause
If
it's
you know what it is,
Are you sure you know what
why.
it is?
Did you listen to the audio?
I did not. I refused to listen to it.
Therein lies the issue.
Therein lies your problem.
I accepted that I didn't listen to the audios. I'm just kind of like, they just told me there's a jigsaw, so I was like, sure.
Don't you see? It's to show how smart Dr. McGillicuddy is in comparison to the sufferer.
Oh, okay, I get it.
It's a visual cue. It's symbolism.
Yeah. It's visual storytelling. What?
Visual storytelling.
I love him hunched over his smartphone, grinning like Dr. Eggman.
Grinning like a maniac as he is on Twitter.
Yes.
He's on Twitter writing.
The only time Doc has enjoyed Twitter.
Doc has enjoyed Twitter.
I see this is just another aspect of hell, having looked at Twitter for all of 2 minutes.
Okay, so now to figure out. The hard part's gonna be working out some proportions, but that's okay.
I love the aspect of Kristen drawing where she draws a circle several times in a row. It's really like
Listen, they have to be the right circle, okay? You would not believe how many of my old sketchbooks are just like, 10 pages in a row of just And then people will be like, can I look through your sketchbook? And I would just be like, no, I've drawn 10 good pictures and I ripped them all out to scan them in with a scanner because it's the 2000s. I love Avril Lavigne. God. Okay. The part of the Kristen Brzezinski process is just
it's like, you fool, Kristen. How come you can't just do what I do and draw 5 circles at once and then just pick one mentally and be like, yeah, that's the circle.
no. No, it's funnier if they're doing a dumb squat. Even if proportionally that does not make sense.
Look at
For the
how
comedy.
terrible this person is at taking a dump. They haven't even taken off their pants yet. That's exactly what's going on here, right?
Yes.
This is why you need the Squatty Potty! I'd like to introduce this episode's sponsor, the Squatty Potty!
I'm going to kill you.
Have you ever wondered how we in Discord Murder Party take a dump?
I actually have to.
That's a genuine question we posed to the show.
Do we? Have you ever wondered, do we pee? Well, this doesn't answer that, but the Squatty Potty answers how we poo.
I never thought I'd have joy at the fact that Grace fell out with Doc until now. Because after that, she's never speaking to him again.
What's wrong, Grace? What's wrong, Miss Garden? I do not want to take a dump on the Squatty Potty.
In my era, toilets have barely been introduced and we have to use chamber pots and shit, so no, funnily enough.
So you're used to squatting.
Allow me to
Yes,
Google
I
when
am
the toilet was
actually
invented, Miss
still.
Garden.
The flush toilet.
She probably did have to use a chamber pot in emergencies, I'm not gonna lie.
Miss Garden, do you want to know when the first flushable toilet was invented?
Oh, go ahead.
1596. Do you want to know when it became widespread, Miss Garden?
For fuck's sake, when?
1851.
Okay, listen, here's the thing. Chamber pots were a common thing in, like, the wartime. So, it was probably, like, when, they were hiding during the air raids and stuff, she probably would have had to use one.
I'm sure the chat loves to hear about this.
Yep.
She was living in not the most lavish apartment, like it was decent, so
I forgot to pay the water bill, so you're going to have to go in the pot. Just make sure it's the right one.
While Grace Garden has likely had to use chamber pots, she's also used a regular fucking toilet all the time.
yes. That is the conclusion.
Okay, but consider. Yes, but one consideration. Would Valencia know how to use a toilet?
Oh, jeez. That's true.
I guess.
In the ground.
Given Valencia's style of clothing, which appears to be inspired by the 1700s, then yes, it's almost it can be implied that flushable toilets also exist in Pravam. Then again, they could just burn their waste away with magic.
I've had a terrible
they could
thought,
do
and
that.
it's slightly disgusting.
Oh no!
And
we
now I
can't be
realize where
slightly
that thought came
disgusting
from.
in this toilet. In this
Hold on,
toilet
hold-
discussion.
No, even in this toilet discussion, it's slightly disgusting. Like, because it's like, and I just realized where that thought came from, and I was like, oh. No, I was about to say, can't they, like, theoretically, could you just magic it out? And then it's just like, where did that thought come from? And it was like,
Oh.
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling.
It's like the Tudor era. They just throw it out the window.
Yeah, they just throw it out the
Yeah,
window.
but like they have magic. They can do something about it. Like they might be using it for planting though. That is in fact
Yeah.
possible.
Probably.
I mean, if you're throwing it out, you might.
Disintegration spell.
It's like they're like compost.
Compost.
How much of the compost will we need to save in here?
Good. Anyway, can we stop?
Stop this discussion, please.
Everyone else had a working toilet. Good, we're good.
Everyone else had a working toilet.
Nah.
Oh no.
All of our toilets were destroyed in World War
Oh,
III.
no.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
It's just the expression.
Good. How tall is Murder God?
4'11" actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it 5 feet with the heels? No,
It's
it's
5 feet with the heels.
So that brings in the context what Queen has just graciously put in the end call. People under 5'2" be like, my life's a movie. Yeah, bro, it's Boss Baby.
If you compare Murder God's life to Boss Baby, she would be highly offended.
Haley Wong calls Murder God Boss Baby for season 4. God.
No, I wouldn't stoop that low. Listen, I have standards.
Actually, the film is called The Boss Baby.
Okay, but isn't she like canonically an eldritch baby? Says that shy guy. Fuck off.
I mean,
She is the Boss Baby.
She is the boss baby.
that's still like the funniest thing to me. Junior calls her a literal baby for a whole season, and then like later he's just like, "Yeah, so y'all thought I was joking."
I'm not joking. She's actually a baby.
God. Yeah, my devices are fully protected. Whatever. Close.
I, however, also have arms, so we shall ask again. Does the baby need a diaper change?
No, this isn't that kind of story.
Whoa!
Goo goo,
Whoa.
and I cannot stress this enough. Gaga.
You're the one who made it weird.
God. This is not that kind of story. What? Like Cernos like leans back for a second. What?
No internet for one void week, young lady.
God.
What
Time
has the
doesn't
void
exist
internet been?
here.
What has the void internet been teaching you? And also, yes, time exists here. Points to self. I make time exist.
God, I'm trying to figure out how to, Alright, so... It's not gonna be super obvious what this thing is from far away, but that's fine. That's not the point.
We've activated hard mode.
God.
So,
Sorry, I just read the chat and that chat guy really is speaking to me. Because they were like, I thought the thought of anything making Cernos have to pause and process it. I'm sorry. It's just that was the thing that really got me. Cernos just stopped for a second and goes, what?
what?
Continue, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak over you.
I was also looking at the chat and seeing the guess. Is that Alex back there? What is this?
No, it's not Alex.
Oh,
That's
that is
not
pointedly
me.
Not Alex.
Pointed.
In their defense, it is kind of Alex's hair. Like, with how Kristen tends to draw it, but
That's true.
I can see the resemblance, but we will give you one
you've
clue.
diagnosed me with this character, Kin. Bro, don't die. That's forbidden.
Bro, don't die.
What was that?
You can't tell me what to do.
It will
Bro,
make,
you're grounded.
it will make sense
Aw.
with color. Oh my god, someone besides me is grounded. Amazing.
Okay, so I know what Thorn is holding, but it looks like he's dangling someone from his leg.
Queen! You spoiled it!
It's so obvious! Come on!
Apparently it wasn't!
The chat wasn't getting it!
Oh my god.
March 31st, Queen.
We're gonna chain to the bed together.
Oh, Juno!
Whoa! Wait, hang on.
Cernos. What?
Whoa, hang on.
Stop making it weird.
You're all making it weird. I thought I was the one who was horny because of my horns.
It came out of my mouth, then you went ooh, and then I like, oh, you're the one who made it weird.
You're the one who made it weird.
Kristen, I'm thanking you for pausing to do this.
No. Hang on.
Remember to write antlers in between the antlers. I'm sorry.
Don't you worry. Hang on. You're so...
So he has to be the disappointed arms akimbo.
Because he's like
Arm
really buff,
singular.
I guess. I don't know. So horny. I don't know what I'm doing.
I am so angry at this image.
Oh, he's beautiful.
He's so attractive.
What's with the confetti?
They're sparkles. They're anime sparkles.
They're anime
Oh, I thought it was
sparkles.
confetti.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Does he
Do
have
I need to give him
sparkly
like anime
animal
hair
eyes?
to make it more?
You gotta give him Bishonen. You gotta give him Bishonen lips. You gotta give him Bishonen lips.
Sugoi desune.
There we go.
Hang
That's
on.
the paradigm
He's
of
not
beauty
quite
there.
right. He has
Is
to
this
have
Louis
yellow
from
hair.
Beastars? Is this Louis from
Oh my
Beastars?
god.
Hang on.
This is just the Zacharias pose.
Which is weird because Cernos sounds almost exactly like Hades.
I see.
What the fuck is that?
It's his whale husband.
It is my whale husband.
His with his smaller yaoi hands.
It's like he has uke hands.
These are my yaoi flippers.
They are the flippers specifically for yaoi.
I'm going to pleasure myself with this
Lol.
fish.
I shall now pleasure myself with this fish.
I hate this. This is the worst thing I've ever made.
This is it. It's the seaweed goat ship.
I'm deleting this.
It was a ship name all along.
Someone screenshot it.
Cernos X Kermit. No, that was Kadath. This is Murder God making fan art when she's bored, and no. Yeah, I draw hot yaoi ship art of my 2 abusive stepdads.
It's to get back at them.
You are void grounded, young lady.
God.
I'm posting this to DeviantArt.
Putting this on DeviantArt.
You have no fans on DeviantArt.
No, I do. They all love my writing, because DeviantArt's great for writing.
It's subjectively not. It tends to bury that very deep.
Yeah, it's really hard to find literature on DeviantArt because, like, you try to, like, sorry, I'm just thinking about it. I'm just like, yeah, like, you click the literature tab and you can find stuff, but, like, most of the time, if you just go deviations, which literature is under deviations, it doesn't really pop up at all. You have to, like, be specifically looking for it.
Yeah.
And that's me complaining about the DeviantArt in 2021. Anyway.
Oh, hey, you want to hear my complaint about DeviantArt? Remember more like this. Remember how intuitive and extensive it was. I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Now you can't find anything under more like this. It's just the same images.
Yeah. It's like, don't get me wrong, it's not like a terribly put together site, but it's like, guys.
It was better put together before.
I haven't used it enough off of mobile to know what it's like now, because I mostly use it on mobile, and it's like, it's been like 15 years since I've used DeviantArt, like the old DeviantArt, so I don't remember what it was like. But yeah, 15? How old am I?
Oh, I don't know.
Kristen, you know how old I am.
How old are you? I don't know.
Oh,
Let's see here.
I remember your age every year, and yet you forget mine. Is this friendship truly? No, I'm joking.
I gotta be honest. Basically, all of you. I basically just registered all of you as like in your 20s and younger than me.
The nebulous area of your early to mid 20s.
Where is
Bro is 12.
Bro's-
God, they figured me out.
You can run on your stubby little 12-year-old legs, but you can't hide.
Part of me almost wants to give like the fans a frame of reference that might send them on a wild goose chase, unless one of them not a wild goose chase because it would like land you somewhere, but just give them a frame of reference for how old I am, and then like be like, yeah, if you know it off the top of your head, cool. If you don't, it's technically in Discord Murder Party. I guess you got to watch every episode of Discord Murder Party to get this. God.
To find Bro's darkest secret.
How old is Brother Dingle?
How old is Bro Dingles?
I'd say younger than me, but that's not a very good frame of reference, like I said.
I'm like, Kristen, you are older than
I'm older than most of I are. And yet, still maybe, somehow.
It's like, let's see. I don't know. I guess putting a game on top of this game, since this game has become slightly easier.
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 clues. 1, Sunil is older than me, and that fucks me up. 2, the second clue is I was born the same, and I did this on purpose so it would be easy for me to remember. I was born the same year Junior killed Christine's family.
I was born on purpose in the same year.
His entire life has been leading up to this moment.
It's like I had Junior join the Black Stars, my brother's birth year. I had him leave my birth year, and I very specifically made him being taken in 1999 just so I had the entire swath of the 90s to like to deal with without worrying about like, oh, but what month? No, it's 1999. I don't have to worry about what month this came out. The only thing he missed is Y2K.
So did they ever fix those computers? Yes.
Did
They ever fix the computers? God, I hope so.
God.
Wow.
I like how everybody's just like, okay, I want to say 27. No, 22? 22. He is not 22. Anyway,
Wow,
Ploops is right, I'm
72.
24. I turned 24 in November.
That's so old.
God.
So in my mind, even though, because my brain keeps telling me you're 22, even though that has not been the case for, you know, several years.
2 years.
2 years.
Yes. Like my brain, it's like my brain got stuck on wait, you're 22, and it never moved past that point because it was such a shock to me that you were 22 at the time. I was like, that can't be right.
Am I 22 or 23? Holy shit. Hold on. I think I'm 24. I'm sorry, am I 23 or 24? Hold on, let me... I think I'm 24. It's been...
I don't need to be doing this. This needs to get finished.
Yeah.
I should be 24, I think. Yes, because it's 2021, and I haven't had a birthday this year. Okay. However old Pokemon is how old I am. Because that's another stupid like thing that I used to reference it. Like, how old am I? How old is Pokemon? Right.
I am as old as Pokemon's localization in the United States. Anyways, it's dinner time. I'll be back later.
All
don't
right,
know. Bye.
Bye. God, I still think it's funny that people in chat thought I was 27. I don't think I give off 27 vibes, but that's just me.
I'm 27, chat.
Here's
I
the
was
thing,
born when-
Bro feels like he's the same age as Alex. He's not, but he feels that way. So like if Alex is 27, Bro must be 27.
I see.
Because Alex feels 27. That makes sense to me.
What's weird about Alex is that despite me being 24, is that my brain always goes, Alex is like 25. And it's done that since Alex was 25. I'm sorry.
When I met Alex, my brain went, Alex is 27, because I am 27. And then Alex was not 27. And even though I knew that was not the case, my brain kept going, Alex is 27. And now it's finally happened, and now my brain won't accept when you get Basically, everyone gets to the year that I perceived their age to be, and then they will never age again. That's how the world works.
Yeah. 50 years from now, when we're working on Discord Murder Party 2. Alex, you're 27, aren't you? No!
Please, Alex, I won't sound like that. You know I stopped aging at age 14. I've always sounded like this.
God, Kristen, you showed a picture of yourself from 10 years ago the other day, and this looks just like you now.
It looks like you now.
You know, I will say, I have aged. I know you don't believe me, But that year, I went to a theme park, and whenever I go to theme parks, I do the guess your age game because, you know, it's not fair. I always win. It's basically a stuffed animal for $2.
It's like, didn't you go with Split?
Yes.
And you totally gamed the system. He was like, yeah, no, she's like. They were like, what is she, like 16? No.
I walked up, and when I walked up, they looked at me and they said, "This is a trap, but I'm not sure which way this is a trap." Which is fair. And, so fucking... Right, so when I went to Michigan's Adventure and did the Guess Your Age game in 2011... No, it might have been 2010. It was 2010 that I went. They guessed that I was 14. When I went with Split in 2018, they guessed that I was 16. So I've aged 2 years. My favorite, God, I would do shit like... One time I was visiting my friend Sage, and we went to their church, and while we were there, one of the people at the church was like, "Oh, is this your younger sister?" And Sage was like, "I've been coming to this church for 18 years. Why do you think, A, that this is my sister, B, that she's my younger sister?" Sage is younger than me.
God. It's like, God, okay, Kristen, you've seen me. You've seen me. You know what I look like. You know that what I'm about to say doesn't make any sense. So my mom, due to reasons I'm not going to get into, a lot of her friends, her close friends, don't know she has 2 kids. And I'm the kid they don't know she has. So I'll go to meet them. I've gone to meet them a couple times, and they'll be like, "Oh, hi. Wow, I didn't know you had 2 kids. When are you getting out of when are you getting out of high school?" And I'm just like, "What?" And they're just like, "Yeah, you're like sophomore?" No.
Whenever I go to places with like, so I have 2 younger siblings. I have a younger brother and I have a younger sister. And whenever we meet new people, we like to play this game where we're like, guess which one is the oldest. And they always guess that my younger brother is the oldest one. And then they'll be like, okay, guess how old she is. And the person's like, can you just tell me how old you are? I'm like, no, you have to tell me how old you think I am first. This feels like you're gonna think I'm being mean. No, go ahead. I thought that you were 16. Like, depending on, like, the life events that they're aware of, like, if they're aware of the fact that, like, I've graduated from college and am an illustrator, they assume 22. But if you're just going by, like, looks alone, they're like, this woman, this is a teenager. This person has not even graduated high school.
God.
For me, it's always been the opposite problem. People thought I was a grown-ass adult when I was still in high school.
Ugh. That's the tall curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tall curse. Tall, therefore old. Meanwhile,
Oh, that baby too big to be in high school. He gotta be in college at least. Do you play basketball?
Do you play basketball?
What sport do you play?
Yeah. Oh, you're on the football team.
No, you're on the football. Do you run track?
No.
Oh.
No.
God. It's like, God. The questions people like, cause I'm not tall. I am average sized, and but my brother is really tall. So like, a lot of times I'll be around and they'll get questions, and I'll just be like like with him, he did play both basketball and football, so that was like, and he was ready to talk about it at any given time, so it wasn't really like an issue for him. But it is just kind of like, wow, you just kind of axed that. You just really kind of assumed it. God. It's like if they knew my mom, made sense, because my mom is like an athlete. Like she was an athlete known around like most of the town/city for doing that thing.
Doing the sport.
Doing the sport. Like, and my grandpa was a football coach, and my uncle was a football player, etc., etc. Like most of my family are known for being athletes. So like it was slightly less out of left field if the person had a little context, but if they didn't, it was always kind of like blinks. God.
Like, a lot of people assumed I was a football player of some kind when I was in high school. I was not. But then by the time I was obviously out of high school and was being introduced to people in, like, when I was in college, Mom would say, "Oh, Alex is a voice actor." And then that reminded me of one of the greatest responses to Alex is a voice actor of all time. There was like this high-ranking judge in Texas appellate courts who, when she heard that, was like, "Oh, well, St. Edward's University has a great college job application program for whenever you decide to do the real job."
Oh, shit. Ouch. Wow.
Wow.
God, I remember getting dinner with my mom and like a bunch of like people from her work. This was while I was like in art school. And like I'm sitting down at this table and you know everyone there is like a boomer except for like me and this one other girl who is also like in college. And so, you know, we start talking. She's like, "Oh, so you're going into school for art? Yep. Don't you need to be able to make a lot of connections for that to be successful in that field?" And I was like, "Well, yes, but you can do a lot of online marketing these days, and, you know, I'm studying classes for that." "Okay, that's cool." Turns to the other girl, "So you study political science?" And then just immediately locked me out for the rest of the evening. I was
Ooh.
like, okay, that's fine. I didn't want to talk to you anyway. I'm just gonna eat
Yeah.
these tapas and ignore everyone here.
Just gonna eat these tapas.
And ignore everybody else.
God.
Oh, chat's getting close. You're getting close, chat.
You're getting close.
Getting close. Dr. McGillicuddy's mean bean machine.
Behold, my mean bean machine.
God. I'd play Dr. McGillicuddy's mean bean machine.
I would.
It's literally just Robotnik's mean bean machine, but like reskinned. Beans.
Oh, they got it. We got it.
You did it! It took you guys about not quite an hour.
Not quite an hour, but we got it. It's Bean Dad.
It is Bean Dad, yes. God. This fucking jigsaw puzzle don't really matter.
God, it reminds me of like I was playing Omori the other day, and like They're one of the jokes in the early game. Well, it's only like about an hour into the game, if that long, so it's not really a spoiler. One of the jokes is like one of the characters is trying to put together a puzzle that is all white pieces, and I'm just like, I think about that sometimes and go, that's stressful. Like, God.
There we go. It's a puzzle with all white pieces.
She has attempted to break my spirit with a jigsaw puzzle that is all white. I have 6 PhDs!
Oh, Ploops is like, I'm a culinary major, says Ploops. Oh, so you're going to open a restaurant? No, I'm going to go into education. Don't you want to make money?
Oh god.
Oh.
God. Sounds about right.
Don't-
My favorite shitty thing somebody said about my career was for a while I worked at a print shop, and at one point, like, so I was the graphic designer at a print shop, and keep in mind I did not have a graphic design degree. I just sort of got hired on because I designed the company Christmas card, and then when the previous graphic designer pre-flight person fucked up a lot, they were like, well, she fucked up a lot and you made the Christmas cards, so this is your job now. Don't fuck up. Thanks. It was a very stressful job. But while I was working there was a point where they wanted me to, like, design, like, a pop-up store for some kind of grocery store, and the guy who, like, our sales guy was sitting there talking to me. He's like, so you can just put together a 3D model of this, right? And I was like, no, I went to school for illustration. Oh, okay, the guy said, face falling slightly, and then he looks at me and he smiles in, like, the most, like, just dismissive way, and he's just like, you might want to brush up on your 3D modeling there, sweetie, and then just sort of ignores me for the rest of the meeting. God.
Like, I've never had the somebody looks at my career and goes, how you gonna make money kind of way, because they just haven't done that. No, most of the time when people find out that I do visual art for anything, like when it comes to like they just kind of go, oh, can I get a discount? Or can I get this for free? You know, I'm writing a book. Do you think you could illustrate my book?
God. Oh my god,
I
that
can pay you an
one-
exposure.
That one I get all- So I've been thinking I want to make a children's book. Would you be- It's my dream. Would you be willing to help me? Can you pay me? And they just look at me like so disgusted, like how dare I ask them to pay me for my time?
God, it's like the reverse. What can a banana cost? $10? Like,
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh, well, how much could it be for like a picture? Like $5? No.
No.
Quite frankly, you will be getting into the hundreds here.
No, that's not how that works. And then when you explain that that's how much that costs, they like... So the thing is, whenever people say that they want, like, a book illustrated, usually what they're thinking about is how much it costs to, like, buy a picture book. So they're like, so it'll cost me $30 to have it illustrated. And it's like, yeah, that sounds great. I want to get paid $1 per page.
You just put the lines on the paper.
Yeah.
No.
No.
And then you draw like a sketch for somebody like, this only took you 20 minutes. And it took me 20 years to figure out how to do it in 20 minutes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
God. It's like, can you make a mural for us? Are you going to pay me? I've gotten that a lot.
Mhm.
God. It's one of those things where it's just like, and then I personally get a lot of, it's for the good of the community. Don't you want to give back to the community? And I'm just like,
I want to be able to eat while I live in the
yeah. I'm like, hey, the community's given me nothing. You haven't paid me. God.
Don't you want to give back to the community? Sure, but I also want to be able to eat.
Don't you want to give back to the community? Can the community give to me first?
Yeah.
See, giving back implies I was given something to begin with.
Well, you live here. Isn't that enough?
No.
No.
It's like, and again, like not. You know what? I am gonna bring this up on stream. A lot of people in my community are just like, don't you know that the man has put us down as a race? We have been put down, and in order to grow, we must help each other. And I'm just like, wow, you're super guilt tripping me right now. I know what that is. I know what you're doing.
I know what you're doing.
You're only 15. You don't know what. Yes, I do know what you're doing.
I am not a child.
I'm totally a child. Children just aren't stupid.
Stupid.
God.
We not stupid.
Not stupid.
It's like now as an adult, people still try to get away with that shit, and I'm just like, don't.
Don't.
I'm like, no. Like, here's the thing: if I want to give like art charitably, I will do so because I want to. It's like you're not at fault for asking me. You're at fault for being mad at me when I say no.
Yes. Correct.
Mhm.
You're so right. You're so right, and that's why they call you the prophet.
God. God. It's like, anyway, long story short, it don't ever feel like you can't ask me for shit, but like if I say no, don't get mad.
Mad.
If I say I don't have time or I can't do this unless you pay me, or like you don't get mad. You ask me for a favor.
Mhm.
It's okay to say no to favors if you need money to live. And actually, no, there's not even a qualifier. Just say no to
Yeah.
favors. You don't owe people everything.
It's like if it's somebody that's helped you out a bajillion times and you always say no, I can see them getting kind of like, dude. But like, if it's not like a consistent thing that it's constantly happening, then like, you're allowed to say no.
Healthy boundaries.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
See, here's the thing, Ploops. You could have free shit. It really depends on what you ask me to do, my guy. I'm sorry. Good. Did the lo-fi stop or do I have Groovy muted? I have Groovy muted. Okay. I've been sitting here like, it's silent and that's making this conversation feel weird.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, be very
I'm
quiet.
very focused on being image.
Yeah.
Honestly, Kristen, you've been doing real good, like,
Thank you.
keeping time for this.
I mean, it's because I skipped the line art stage entirely.
I mean, looks at everything I've done as a shitpost. Yeah.
Mhm.
We must put together the beans.
We must put together the beans.
Good.
God. Can't wait for folks to hear this fucking audio. It's very good.
I like it.
I rather like it. I enjoy it.
God.
It made Crime Chazinski laugh, and we could stand to release some content.
Mhm.
Crimes Straczynski can laugh?
I've never.
She
laughed.
laughs. She cackles. No, you don't laugh. You cackle.
Shut up, that's not true.
She says, proceeding to cackle.
Shut up! That's not what I sound like! I don't cackle, you cackle! Shut up! I laugh like a normal person! I laugh like a normal human being laughs because I'm a normal human being.
That sounds like something a normal human being would say.
That's right, because I'm normal and a human!
Hello, I am a normal human being.
Hello, I am a normal human.
God.
My name is Normal Human. Oops. Oh, it's not. There we go. Okay. Let's something, and I'm not sure what. Shading, maybe. I don't know.
Beans.
I feel like-
What it needs is beans.
Right. I feel like there's a lot of empty space on the floor under Thorin. But then at the same time, I don't know what you would put there.
More cans. Maybe, I don't know.
Piles and piles of cans.
Piles and piles of cans. Piles and piles of cans, oh my.
I see. So what you're going to do is copy that one bean can and then make a pile of cans out of that one
I
bean can.
mean, I could do that, but that would involve, you know... I could just make one. Plus, that's the thing with this bean can, is it's already got a lot of detail on it, which will be kind of a pain to, like...
Undetail.
Yeah, because at this far away, it needs to not be that detailed, so I'm just gonna make a new bean can. Plus, I want some of them to look, like, squished and destroyed, so...
I see.
Very important. How big are these bean cans? Don't worry about it.
Foolish child, you must understand the bean cans.
Bean cans. This is so dumb.
Foolish child of the void, the device is made to do one thing. Open cans. Study the parts. Study the can. Consider what problem the inventor of the can opener was trying to solve when he made this device.
God. Fucking bean dad. What a dick.
What an absolute
What an
asshole.
absolute asshole.
Man, what's interesting is that like my brain, like after Bean Dad came out, like we found out about Bean Dad, my brain went back to Minecraft Dad. Which is like the dad that completely like destroyed his son's Minecraft world as a punishment for going to bed like a little late.
It
Or
definitely-
wait, not one time.
Yeah, it definitely had the same vibes as, like, you know, I'm teaching my child a lesson by being upset and not helping them.
It's like, because the thing about Minecraft Dad is, I feel as though I would put him under Bean Dad when it comes to cruelty, because it sounds like he fucked up and then went, I may have fucked up. When it comes to Bean Dad was like, I did so good.
Bean Dad was like, I'm a good parent.
Yeah. Minecraft Dad or Minecraft Mom, I remember it being like a mom, went to Reddit and might have listened to "You are in fact the asshole for taking something your kid shared with you and is proud of and deleting it because he wakes up a little later than you wanted, having nothing to do."
Yeah. It's like, cause with the Minecraft parent, I like there's also the added layer of I feel as though they don't understand how that thing works.
Mhm.
So they might not have understood like the severity of the doing.
Yeah.
It's like Bean Dad has opened a can of beans before. Literally just saw a child be like and like my thing is had it been like 20-30 minutes, probably not as much of an issue.
Yeah.
It was 6 hours.
Yeah.
The thing about being, it's just the whole, like, smug, you know, whiny, my child wants me to do a thing for her, and how dare she. I'm like, just show her how to use them. I don't, what?
You're in the most easily interrupted activity in the world. Solving a jigsaw puzzle.
I'm back.
It's
Welcome back.
my mom and my grandma, when they taught me how to open the can opener, they were slightly incredulous that I didn't already know how to do it, and then they looked at the can opener and was like, I can see how this is confusing. So what they did was they didn't do it for me, but what they did was they said, okay, so here's what you do. you take the handle, you put it on the side, you squeeze it, and then if it doesn't go, you squeeze it some more until it pops, and then you turn the corner. It's like they at least like explain to me the basics of where the can goes.
Yeah,
Like that's really the hardest part, is figuring out where the can
no,
goes.
like a can opener is really not the most intuitive thing.
No matter how much you might insult your child for not immediately intuiting something she clearly does not, it's not an intuitive device.
It's like, as her dad, you are supposed to show her, not like, and you might give her a second to be like, I wonder if you can like do, because sometimes it is good to be like, okay, let's see, let's use our thinking brain and see if we can figure this out. Maybe not with a can opener, because grown-ass adults probably wouldn't know how to use a can opener if they didn't know what it was for, but like, it's just,
It's so dumb. It's very frustrating.
He had a response before he deleted his Twitter account in shame. It was something along the lines of, wow, all these snowflakes coming out to tell me how to be a parent. By the way, 6 hours? I believe you mean the time between meals? Yes, sir. Except she said she was hungry at the start of those 6 hours.
Exactly, which means she hadn't eaten. It was 6 hours. Like, honestly speaking, at that point, if you want to be really cheeky about it, but like less evil, give her a snack and then send her back to the beans. God. It's like, you know what? We can get back to this can opening thing. I don't remember what the kid. I don't even know if he said the kid's name. Clara. We. You know what? You still haven't figured out the bean thing, but I can see that you're frustrated. And if you want to figure it out yourself, you can. You should probably at least eat something before we get back to the angry bean time.
Angry bean time.
Angry Bean Time is the name of my ska band. Anyway.
It is now Angry Bean time.
Yeah, Churro, the dude was a coward and deleted his Twitter account when we found out that Bean Dad was even more of an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the issue with Bean Dad is not really the beans.
Yeah, the beans are just the funny part.
The child abuse. And, you know, everything else was not funny.
Yeah.
God. I just thought of a behavior, and I don't know if I want to bring it up or not. Like,
Yes.
so there are some parents who do this thing when it comes to teaching a kid how to swim, where they kind of do the whole just throw the kid in the water.
Oh no!
Yeah. The sink
Yeah, that
swim
can kill you.
thing.
Yeah.
That can lead to death.
And I'm just like, I feel as though this is a less deadly equivalent.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
Dr. McGullicully means business. He doesn't have his swirly glasses. He's
have
got the
evolved.
serious glasses.
I've evolved into Gendo Ikari classes.
Listen, if there was ever an appropriate time to have Gendo Ikari glasses, it is being Bean Doctor.
Dr. McBeanacuddy.
I have no idea what Gendo sounds like, otherwise I would do the bean monologue as Gendo Ikari.
You know, I
with
don't
Shinji
either.
trying to open beans.
God. That is a very Gendo Ikari move.
Yeah. Open the fucking beans, Shinji.
Open the fucking beans, Shinji. The device is made to do one thing, Shinji. Open cans. Don't
most can openers also operate as bottle openers and like a couple other things, or is that just me?
Yes. Bean Dad mentioned that and said it was irrelevant.
God. trash man, and not in an affectionate way, derogatory. Trash man, parentheses, derogatory.
You gotta specify it, because trash man means very different.
God, what a trash man.
Wow, when you draw Gick Millicuddy's ire and you're not inherently a trash child. That's when you know.
Small child proceeds to swear and curse in the background.
God, Symphosity says, the can opener can be used for two things, opening cans and violence if you're angry enough.
Father, I haven't figured out how to open the can of beads, but I have figured out how to open your head.
Yeah. Local man found bludgeoned to death with can opener.
God.
I mean, this is Discord murder party.
Yeah. Body was found over unfinished jigsaw puzzle.
Something to help Lauren up a little bit more.
You could go for a dark mahogany for the wall.
Mahogany walls.
Mahogany.
Darken up that wall. That instant
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, not that one. That is not the. I don't know color names. I thought mahogany was a different color than what that was.
To be fair, it's not like I pulled up the exact shade of mahogany. I don't actually know what mahogany is either. When questioned, the child responded it was meant to do one thing. I found a second use.
Adopt, adapt, and improve.
God, Pink and White Bat 12 says, so, who's this mad scientist in the pic? And It's Me Baker says, Gil Nye and the non-swirly glasses. Good. That Shy Guy says, I mean, we never know what weapons are used to kill people in DMP rounds, so in headcanon, Thorn might have used a can opener at some point.
I mean, that's fair, yeah. Thorin
Professor Roka retirement.
Thorin has killed Dr. McGillicuddy before.
Yep.
True that.
Canonically, everyone's killed me before.
Is there truly a combination of people who have not killed each other, really?
No.
Everyone's killed Dr. McGillicuddy, but also McGillicuddy has killed everyone. So.
Yes.
Everyone has died.
Can't really take it personally if everybody.
Yeah. You're all being super dramatic about death. We all killed each other multiple times. We'd think we'd be over it by now.
They awakened in season 4, just like, God. Did you? Sorry,
And then
Queen.
Murder God's like, yes?
You're a god in title only.
I feel like it's just murder does it. I'm not in this picture. I am concerned that we're not about me in this image.
But
I
yes,
heard people
Queen.
were talking and it was not about me, and this is a mistake that must be rectified.
Oh my God.
Cernos burst said, not everything is about you.
Yes, it is!
Sometimes it is about me.
Come with me, child. We shall go on a journey through time to find every time you were wrong.
No! Wait! God.
We shall be here for a while.
Stop! You're not my real dad!
You just added to the number of times you were wrong.
No! This... Yeah, this feels complete. this is enough. This is enough for a shitpost. Will do.
Oh no, I forgot to cancel Discord Nitro, so now I have Discord Nitro for another month. Rip me.
Whoops.
Oh no.
God. Alright, well, Bean Doc is complete, which is good because it's break
Yay.
time. So tune back in like after the break for bro to draw some things. See y'all in like 5-10 minutes.
Oh boy.
Hello everybody, welcome back to an art stream. Woo! Brodingles will be drawing for the second half of this strem, and we wanted to take this time to show you all some character revelations that we had this week.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
So for the longest time, Bro and I have been trying to figure out, like, how to like, what is Junior and Murder God's relationship? We were like, is she, like, his mom? God, definitely not. Is she, like... I mean, they're friends, but that's not quite right. And then we were like, friends in a support group? No, that's not it. What is this energy we are feeling? And then I finally realized that Junior is Murder God's sassy straight friend.
He's just constantly looking at her like, oh honey, my little
no.
disaster, please. It's like, sweetie, do you want to go to like Starbucks and talk about this? Because like, honey, I noticed you had a different haircut. Do you want to talk?
Yeah, what? I think it looks cool.
No, like, it does look cool, but we all know that's not why you cut it.
This is just what I do now. I think that listen, I thought I needed a makeover. I thought I would make myself look cool, so I dyed my bangs, I put some gel in my hair, and I decided that, like, you know, eternal cleavage was the way to go.
Listen, eternal cleavage is, you know, good, but again, I think your neckline is plunging further than your life right now, and it's that's the symbol here. That's the symbol.
You smeared a guy's blood in your hair, Murder God. No, I just did it because I wanted to look cool.
Yeah, you letting out your inner edgy? Is that what you're doing?
No, I know what I'm doing, okay? It's fine. I just need everybody. I just, need to be killed for the sake of the universe. It's fine. It's fine.
You can't just change your tune like that. You can't just say, I don't know what I'm doing, and then start saying, I know what I'm doing.
God.
It's like Murder God does things, and then Junior's like, oh.
Like, he's the one who's most like, your friend just posted her, like, mental breakdown haircut on, like...
Honey, I'm coming over.
Honey.
God.
Right, so, now that that's been explained...
Sorry.
No, it was a very important
It was
thing.
very important.
It was something we desperately needed to talk about.
It's like, after all this time, we finally figured out what their relationship is. God, is she his mother? Oh, that is not the vibe we're getting.
No! Like, what is this vibe?
God. What is the vibe? God. You figured it out. God. cheeses. All right.
Right, so, anyway,
Grilled
you had a
cheeses.
duty that you've been given.
I'm doing my duty.
Good, it's very
Doing
important.
my duty.
Good. You were given a
I didn't
task.
look up a reference, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I didn't look up a reference for the character, but like you guys should know who this is. Actually, I don't remember what this character looks like, so I'm just kidding.
You don't remember what Cernos looks. Do you want me to send you a reference?
Juno challenged me.
Juno laid out a challenge.
I was like, get on my level. I meme Cernos all the time without looking at a reference. I meme this man. I meme the deer man from memory.
Good.
Usually I'm all for like, oh yeah, you should definitely use a reference. All great artists use it, but like, this time,
This is
it's
a
a challenge. This is a challenge. Can you meme the
You could
deer
just show
man?
me how to open the can.
No!
Okay, here's the thing. It's not a fair comparison because you factually know how to draw a deer.
Do I?
At least a cartoon one.
God, you always want to see how I drew cartoon deer for like a long time as
Yes,
a kid.
actually.
Let me see if I remember. I think it was like I don't remember. I used to have like a very specific. No, I remember.
Yeah. Is this the sequel to the Kadath Man picture? God damn it! Now I'm thinking of the Kadath Man picture.
The Kadath man picture?
So we got fan art during Black Star's Giving,
Oh!
Yeah.
Right.
where Kadath was just like looking into the camera. There was a fire behind him, and I think there was a Snapchat caption that just said, "Man,
Man.
man."
God, that really was like the last time we did like a dim art stream, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Stars giving, yeah.
I'm realizing this is like the first like just sit there and talk about dimp while we draw things stream in so long.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas miracle. Stephen Cutter, first you insult my child, then you don't open his beans. But then you don't open his beans.
But then you don't open the beans. The beans, Steven.
Wait, hold on. God. I'm making a split decision here about a thing. God. Gotta make him even smaller because you gotta fit those in. Ooh! In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my chilling out.
Do you want me to recite the entirety of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme of Cernos? Because I can.
Yes!
I mean, I will start from the top, okay?
Alright, it's loading. Okay, I got it. Now, this is a story all about how my life got flipped and upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground is where I spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and shooting some b-ball outside of the school when a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. They got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air."
This is the secret origin of Cernos, guys. This is the stuff that the
Thank
D&D
you.
Bible will never tell you.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Wow!
This stream has gone
This
places.
stream has gotten weird.
So, can Cyrano sing? No. I can't sing very well in that voice. Can he rap? Oh, yes.
Very important. Antler.
Very, very important. Antlers.
Yeah. That was Cyrus's backstory. Don't you remember from
Yeah, that was his
the Black Star Charades presentation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
where Junior abruptly breaks into.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Junior's dumb enough to start beatboxing into his chalk also, so like this is a genuine thing.
Excellent. Very good.
Like, I want everyone to understand that Junior was wildly gesticulating with the chalk the entire time, and that's why I kept tapping on my desk, because he would in fact tap the chalkboard and just be like, this is a thing. Just wildly just, and that is a jellyfish.
Are you sure it's not a bee? Yes.
Yes. God, I can't. Now it's stuck in my head.
Same.
Rip. As I'm sitting here trying to find reference for, you know, spoiler art.
Okay, I got the clothes down. I'm gonna have to look at anything else.
As I continue adventures and trying to actually prep art for the show. What, you mean Bean Doctor isn't part of the actual show? No.
No.
It is a shitpost.
Oh wait, Black Star's Thanksgiving isn't on YouTube. God damn.
Fuck.
No!
We exported it. We still have the video. It's not.
It's
But we
not
didn't
lost,
post
it.
it.
Just hasn't gone up yet.
Because I'm thinking about it, I'm just like, blanks. Oh god, we got so caught up in the Christmas season.
We forgot.
We forgot to actually upload Black Star's Thanksgiving.
I mean, it's there. It just has to be edited. It's technically uploaded.
Yeah, god. We forgot to publish Black Star's Thanksgiving.
Yes, that is more accurate.
You know what, I'm gonna do like a weird, sketchy kind of line art on this.
Excellent.
Not actually gonna do line art.
Just to make it clear, there's a lot of streams that are just like the side B stream is also sitting there. It's just a matter of like editing the thing that.
Yeah, we had like a weird period of time where we weren't 100% sure what was going on with certain streams, so they're all saved. I can actually guarantee you that 90% of every stream that we haven't posted is saved.
Yeah.
But like, it might not be public because we just gotta take the breaks out. But honestly, I've seen bigger channels than ours recently post their streams with the long opening still in it and the breaks still in it. So what we could do, depending on how the audience reacts, I guess, is release those streams with those still in there and then slowly go through and remove them, since I use the YouTube editor anyway.
Yeah. That's
Um,
an option.
It's an option, not the preferred option, but like if something is in there too long, we might consider. God.
Haha,
I think Boogaloo of the Damned was one of those cases where the stream is edited. Why didn't we just make? No, it's unedited actually, but people really wanted it, so we just kind of made it public.
Yep.
People wanted Boogler of the Damned.
They really
Okay.
did. God,
Man,
what a time that
Boogaloo of
was.
the day.
I haven't seen that stream actually.
It is an adventure.
It is certainly an adventure. There were good times, there were bad times.
It was the best
fan
of
fiction,
times. It was the worst of times.
There was fan fiction, and there was America.
America.
Merc.
And of course, there were roaches. Lots. And actually, no, there was a singular roach. It was just a really big one.
God. Ah, what a time. But yes, this is all to say that that eventually stuff will make its way onto the channel.
Yeah,
It-
we're
it-
like little hoarders.
yeah, but the plan is in place. There's a 15-step plan.
Actually, is this a good time to explain that I, for like a month, was like, yeah, I have a 15
You
step.
can talk about the 15-step plan if you want to talk about it.
God, it's like I just don't want to take over, like, but I am just
It's
kind of like,
fine, go ahead,
you brought
proceed.
up the 15-step plan.
Proceed.
So like, we did a Secret Santa in IR because that is a thing that we would do,
That we do.
and I was given a person. Most of you know who I was given because you actively were involved in the gift. But like, I would be in calls and it'd be like, "Hey, bro, are you working on your Secret Santa yet?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I have a 15-step plan. Don't worry about it." And it would just be like every day. Even the person whose Secret Santa I was would be in call and be like, "Yeah, how's the Secret Santa going?" "Oh, don't worry, I have a 15-step plan." And like. Here's the thing, it was actually 15 steps, and I did all 15. The thing is, about 7 of those steps, only my Secret Santa is allowed to know what they are. So it's like 7 of those steps kind of were pretty public because I asked the fan server to help me out with the gift. But like, actually, since I asked you guys to help out with the gift, I'll just say what it was. I had Atlas as my Secret Santa, and they have said multiple times they absolutely adore when people do Kit Sullivan impressions, both like ironically and unironically, just because it's fun. But so what I did is I asked like the fan server and a decent chunk of IR, like, "Hey, can you send me some Kit Sullivan impressions?" And then they did, and there were like 24, I believe, 24 Kit Sullivan impressions in this 5-minute video.
It's very good.
I don't know what's funnier, knowing that Cernos doesn't like wearing shoes and putting shoes on him anyway, or like making him barefoot.
I like having my feetsies out for everyone to see.
I will put him in sandals. I will give him Crocs.
Crocs!
Nothing is stopping me from giving Cernos Crocs at this exact moment.
Tim Gunn once said Crocs make your foot look like a hoof, so I might as well.
God.
On instinct, my brain wants me to ask, would Cernos like Project Runway? But the answer is no, because he hates all human things, even such a perfect thing as Tim Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Gunn gets the closest to not having Cernos' desire.
It's not saying much, of course, but you know.
He makes it work. I hate him, but he makes it work.
God.
I keep doing my Cernos voice to try and explain how many characters in this murder show again to my mom and stepdad, and they continuously think, "Oh, that's just Liam Neeson."
Wait, so your parents ask so they ask how many characters are in this show?
No, they ask, "Who do you play in the show?" "Well, it's complicated, Mom."
Oh my god.
Hated mom. Well, there's this guy, and then there's this guy.
"Oh, you play Liam Neeson?" "Sure."
You
Sure.
play Liam Neeson?
Dear Liam Neeson.
Dear Liam Neeson. See, my mom looking goes, "Oh, how's your murder show going?" And I'm just like, it's going good. Can I listen to it? You should not.
Your virgin ears.
There's a lot of swearing and a lot of violence, and also I play an eldritch deity.
My mom specifically, she'll ask how DMP is going. She'll call it murder. She calls it murder Discord, but like
Murder
I know what she's
Discord.
asking.
Yeah.
She asks how DMP is going, but like most of the time she'll specify how's Junior doing, and I'm just kind of like, he's alive.
He's alive.
I mean, relatively speaking, he's doing pretty okay, but like, God. Not the greatest he's been, but not the worst he's been. So
You know, he could be better, but also he has been worse. So
He
there is
could be
that.
worse. He could be killing 19 people.
And he's
God.
not killing 19 people, so, you know,
Yeah.
plus.
he's killing
I mean,
the same
at
10
least
people
not
over and over
at least-
again.
Yeah, at least not people who won't come back.
You know, one of his friends just died, so now he's got to deal with but don't they die all the time? It's complicated. And
It's
No, this was, like, super
complicated.
death. You know how like there was like super hell and super.
I can't believe I sent Hugo to super hell.
Super hell.
Oh, and guess what? His husband died.
His husband died of tetanus.
But the clown car went to heaven.
God. Can't believe you said Hugo Hernandez to super hell.
I mean, that's how it be sometimes.
Sometimes that's just how it be. God, I like how my brain is like, maybe Cernos in pants, but like it doesn't like him wearing shoes to the extent where it was just like, yeah, no, I have to put him in the silliest shoes I can to justify him wearing these shoes. God.
Sorry, I had to leave as soon as I made that horrifying revelation. I cannot. Well, I'd say I can't believe, but I can believe it. I'm sorry. I'd like to personally apologize for sending Hugo Hernandez to Super Hell.
While Jensen Ackles looks on in disgust.
God.
Man, it really is raining and pouring outside, and I did notice the lightning hit, so if I go, that's where I went.
Alright, well, I guess we'll find out.
Alright. And if bro goes, it looks like I will be doing art.
I mean, if you want to, I guess.
I'm here
I
for
mean-
the Alex Art Hour. Well, I won't be because my internet will be dead.
You
But
specifically will not be here for the Alex Art Hour.
Yeah, you'll be factually struck by lightning. Maybe not you specifically, but something in the vicinity would be struck by lightning.
Cernos wears the ugliest shoes because if he has to do something he hates, he'll make sure nobody else gets to enjoy it either. You did it.
Happiness is for the weak. I shall drain it from this world.
As he pulls
You-
on fucking Crocs. You're wearing
You
Crocs.
don't have to make a monologue every time you put on Crocs.
Does it make you unhappy when I monologue?
I mean, annoyed, I guess. I feel like unhappy's a little strong.
Then I shall always monologue when I put on the Crocs.
what are those? Those are my Crocs.
As Kadal's just like, oh, what are you wearing there?
I am wearing Crocs, my husband.
No, stop, please. No,
I think
now
your
it's
Crocs
worse
look
because I'm
pretty nice.
very embarrassed. Please stop. Oh god, the shoes you're wearing are so uncool and not aesthetic.
Aesthetic is for the weak.
Aesthetic is for you lowly humans.
God, I'm dying because I remember that, Artorias has ears. I think?
Cernos does not have ears.
Okay, I was about to say. I was just like, I remember Artorias has ears, which I think means Cernos does not have ears because it's a
Cernos
thing I
is a
pointedly
clone.
remember that one of them does not have ears, and since Artorias does have ears.
Cernos is an actual skull.
Okay.
Cernos
Is Artorias
deer.
wearing a skull then? I don't remember.
No.
I don't remember
He
what
might be
Artorias
wearing a skull. I don't know. It's been a long time since I looked at Artorias' design. What's your character's design? Shrug.
When you ascend, I shall beat the aesthetic out of you.
But you can't do that because I'll be like stars. You can't. So you can't. You're gonna remove the option. So there.
You think you'll be removing the option, but when you try, you'll find the one option left is me beating the aesthetic out of you.
Wow, this is great incentive for me to do my job.
Yes.
I'm an excellent parent.
That's really just the vibe for the stream, huh?
I am an excellent parent. I have destroyed the child's Minecraft server. She was not waking up at precisely 8 o'clock in the morning, despite a lack of anything she needed to get to that early.
Cernos be like ties Murdergun into a chair and destroys her Xbox.
No. But how will I play Halo?
Murdergod plays Halo because she doesn't have one anymore. It's the only way she could truly.
So that's where Halo went.
That's where Halo went.
I'm angry because I finished this image already.
Looks like Alex.
It's like Alex will be doing art.
Oh fuck.
Unless
mean, I don't have to
draw
if you don't want me
something
to.
else, bro. I hate this. And the fact that he's wearing the fucking mask.
I needed to add
Look,
the
he's
mask
not-
for peak comedy.
Listen, Cernos has to. He's doing his part to stop the spread.
God.
God.
He doesn't want.
I'm evil, I'm not stupid.
Exactly. He doesn't want to get black started.
Does Cernos breathe?
Yes.
Okay.
He has a chest with lungs in it.
He does breathe because I specifically made him do a spooky noise.
True, true,
Yeah,
true,
I was
true.
gonna say
I guess, let me ask a different question. Does Cernos need to breathe?
no.
No.
100% for being like intimidating.
Dear
He
Vader.
he especially does it because he knows it freaks Murdergod out.
Does this bother you? Gets real close.
Oh
starts
god,
breathing into
no,
the ear.
god, fans, you're right. I'm an idiot. I'm a fool.
What?
Absolute goddamn buffoon.
What?
Oh yeah, his eye.
Oh yeah. There's the
Ah,
one
yes,
important
his
detail
eyes.
you're missing.
God, and also the word antlers is not actually floating above his head, so like...
No, please keep it. Please keep it.
It's very important.
This is very important.
It's shitpost Cernos. He needs to have antlers floating above his head.
You know, like the word antlers.
This is how we know it's a joke, because the Cernos has the word antlers over his head.
Just the words floating over his head.
Petition to make this a sticker just for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Put it on the red bubble.
Put it on the red bubble.
Yeah. Make it a clock.
All right, so I
No,
know
I'm not
we're
making
sending-
it into a clock.
No, see, Kristen, we're sending it to Bro.
No,
is Bro's
no,
clock
no,
to
no,
bear.
no. I don't trust you. I know if I make this into a clock, you'll send it to me. I trust no one anymore with the fucking clocks.
Come on, Kristen, we promise it's for Bro.
No. I sent out the clock to the fan who won the raffle on Friday. Supposedly they'll get it tomorrow. I signed it and wrote "It's your problem now" on it.
Your problem now. Did you write it on the front or the back?
The
I'd
front.
imagine- Okay. Wow, an autographed Discord murder party clock from Kristen Krasinski. Burnos.
Burnos.
Burnos. I
This
hate
now looks like a movie poster, I'm not gonna lie.
Directed by Wes Anderson.
Let me save.
Starring Liam Neeson.
starring Liam Neeson as Birdo.
Play Liam Neeson.
God.
So you played Liam? I'm sorry, that's so fucking funny.
There, I've saved it as both a CSP and as a
Thank you.
PNG, just in case. Oh, people saw my files for a very brief moment. So glad that I have everything you guys can never be allowed to see very deep in my folders. God.
God, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Alright. Well, now what do I do?
Hmm.
What is this? Probably.
Well,
It's
a
the man!
It's the man. Who is
It's
this
the man.
Oh, he's not anyone. I literally was, while you were trying to get into the stream, I was just like, I'm gonna try to draw something without having a circle. So, God, which I'm really not good at. So,
That's a fun challenge. Draw something with none circles.
it's like you're not allowed to use construction lines. What?
I've seen
Me
people
immediately.
straight up just do
We
illustrations.
cannot function in this manner.
Oh, I definitely could not do a thing without construction lines.
Construction lines are just important to me.
They're important.
See, I always like default to giving characters this hairstyle when I don't know like what I'm doing.
I mean, everybody's got some default hairstyles. That's just how it is.
Yeah,
God, I was just like, okay, easiest character to draw without a reference, like fine, whatever. But like,
Like, I got a handful of like default hairstyles.
God.
One of them is Alex's.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Very easy to draw. Fun fact, Alex's hair is actually pulled from a completely different OC. It was basically how I learned to draw that hairstyle. And then, like, from that point on, there are just multiple characters that are just like, this is just the exact same fucking haircut.
I can't believe I was Kristen's OC the whole time.
Oh god, I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm sorry.
Yeah! Yeah, I'm about to die 4 times and then have to do 2 separate tests with the angels to get the 6 whatevers to come back to life so that I can get bitch slapped again and die.
You just
Wait,
should,
if you're
you shouldn't have
Kristen's
had
OC, aren't you
PTSD.
I shouldn't have PTSD, that was my real fault.
Wait a minute. If you're Kristen's OC, then wouldn't that make you the angel?
Not necessarily.
Actually, the character that got this particular haircut was the character that I played in an original character tournament on DeviantArt. So he was not an angel or a devil. He was a tiny little elf that was like 2 inches tall, and he was made of candle wax.
Aww.
His name was Waxamillion Drizzle, and he was a preteen asshole.
I love him.
God, and he had a pet carpet dragon named Rugby, who was made out of shag carpet, and he could ride him around like a skateboard.
But if he is a melting candle and it is a carpet,
It's fine. Well, because he's not melting. He's solid. He's
Oh.
solid wax. He does,
Okay.
however, fight with a match on his back because he also thinks fire is very cool because he's a stupid preteen
oh no, Kristen, I love your dumb OC from like.
from like over a decade ago.
I love this child. I'm sorry.
I made it to round 3 and then I realized I hated doing comics and I quit.
God.
And then I told myself I would never do a comic ever again, and then I met Xander, and he was like, hey, do you want to do a Call of Cthulhu comic? And now here I am.
God. I have so many memes. I have so many memes for this stupid show.
You gotta pick a new meme.
You must choose your meme.
Choose your meme.
Choose your meme.
Choose your meme.
Like, heck, I really thought Burnout was gonna take me longer because I was like, yeah, it's basically a full color thing. I'll skip the line art, but like, it's not. And then I was like, oh, you cell shade. You don't actually like paint. And I was like, right, that only takes like 2 minutes. God. God. Hold on. Actually, you know what? You're correct, stream. I am here and I am the one drawing, therefore I will draw my character. So
Yes.
It's completely your time.
me. I can't do that. Kristen constantly draws work.
I was gonna say, yeah, just draw your OC, it's fine.
Yeah, just
That's
keep drawing
okay.
your OC.
It's okay to draw your own character.
No, it isn't. Self-indulgence is bad.
I don't know how to explain to you the fact that our show is like 88% self-indulgence.
Yeah, and my character is based off the idea that he thinks self-indulgence is bad. I'm sorry.
Well, he's in the wrong show then.
Yeah, self-indulgence is bad. Junior, I hate myself. Oh, I hate myself.
God. Self-indulgence. It's like Junior really out here just like, yeah, like I'm not allowed to have nice things. Everyone, Junior, you're allowed to have nice things.
Sounds
I see
fake,
I have
but
tricked
okay.
all of you.
Sounds fake, but okay.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm not. Doc, you're not allowed to have nice things. Yes!
Doc is right.
That's right.
And neither is anyone else. I'm gonna throw hands.
I mean, basically. None of these people. You're not allowed to have nice things, Junior. God, Doc's so fucking right. Nobody else is allowed to have nice things either. Puts up dukes. Won't fight an old man. No, I won't.
I'm sorry, I just imagined Junior walking up and just punching this fucking old man.
Doc would crumple instantly.
Right? Like, it's bad enough that, like, Junior's already a superhuman, but Doc's like...
Hashtag worth it! Woo! as he's falling to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
My fist could easily be categorized as weapons. And I'm about to use it.
YOLO!
YOLO.
That is pointedly not true, Doc.
You do not only live once in this universe.
That is factually incorrect.
I sure wish it was.
God, I wish that for me.
God.
Oh, I could draw him in the outfit I used to draw him in before he was like a character in the canon.
God, this is... Just so you all know, chat, we are working on Season 4, that's a thing. And we've been doing banter like this, and it's been such a good time. I miss these characters so much. I'm so excited for Season 4. You have no fucking idea. Just
I
sitting
too am
here
excited for Season
vibrating,
4.
excited, like, I can't wait for Season 4! Can it be tomorrow? God, no, there's so much to do!
God, someone hand me the Samurai Jack meme.
Like, shut up! No!
Kristen, the Samurai Jack meme also describes me, because I like...
God.
Give me a second, I'll find the original.
No! God, like, every time, like, you know, whenever we're about to do DIMP, usually, like, a week or so, I remember, usually, like, the week that it's not DMP, I will see at least one fan be like, man, I wish it was next week, and I'm just like, no, you don't, I'm not ready! If it was next week, I wouldn't have everything prepared! Me sobbing in this show takes so much work and effort.
There we go. It's in call.
How does art work? Like, what the heck is art?
I don't know.
Is it a
Yes.
food?
There it is. There's the naked Samurai Jack meme.
Season 4 is a now problem.
Oh. Your deadlines are now.
All your deadlines are now.
All your deadlines are now.
No! Me? No, they're not.
Me, Lord of Time. Yes,
No,
yes,
no,
they are.
Listen, Cernos, it's fine. This is me, Kristen Trzynski, the person who created you, and I just want to assure you that there are no problems, and deadlines aren't real, and I don't have to land this plane.
Allow me to counteract. I, Liam Neeson, am also real.
I need more canvas. I need to just accept that I need more canvas instead of continuously making this thing smaller. Edit. Change canvas size. Liam Neeson's Nissan. Liam Neeson's Nissan.
I'm not ever gonna have time for this, but someday I'm just like, hello, gods of time and death and horrifying eldritch creatures. I just want you all to know that I made you. I, a 14-year-old girl. No, stop! Murder gods, even less impressive.
Kristen conquering her existential dread like.
Kristen, what are the Black Stars based off of? Oh, my existential crisis. It's fine.
God, 10 years down the line, like some weird internet escavist just runs across DMP to get a hand on these streams. They're like, it turns out the person who, like, the director just made this pantheon based off their existential crisis.
Weird choice.
How many layers of sketch are we gonna go under?
You are like a little baby. Watch this.
You are like a little baby. Watch this.
Listen, for no matter what I do, this body just doesn't look right. So, I mean, it leaning is not like the biggest issue, but like, it's an issue.
With that Candace.
Squish that cat.
Squish that cat. 50 years from now, posty. What does you have 10 minutes mean?
It's a measure of time. Currently, we measure time in zognoids.
Well, not the U.S. The U.S. measures time. Sorry.
Yeah, the U.S. instead measure time in beans.
6 hours. 6 hours in the past. What used to be 6 hours is now 1 bean.
Oh.
6 hours now, 1 bean.
Now he has yaoi hands.
I was gonna say, so you've made some yaoi hands.
Listen, I've also made it like a goal to use less, less construction lines than I'm used to using. So, like, God, no, those are still too big. Maybe the head's too small. And that's why everything, because I'm just like, with this wrist size, the hand should be about this big. Like, so it has to be that the head is too small for my typical, like... No, that can't be it. What is wrong? What is wrong with this image? I just want to draw a person standing. Why is that so difficult?
I thought that it was looking alright. liked the original body.
But it's not working for me, so it's easier for me to. I think it's easier for me to just like
Go ahead,
start
like
over.
it,
Yeah,
come on. I'm just like, I just don't think I look that bad.
Yeah.
I'm just like, at least I figured out a pose I want to do because I was actually kind of into that pose. So like, oh wait, no, hold on, we gotta erase that because we're not doing that today. And now his face is too short. Nope, we're using construction lines. My hand stings.
Bro, if your hand stings, you should stop.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Brother
We're
Dingleberry.
not, we're not doing this live on we're not
No.
doing this
Let me
live
at
on
least get the sketch down, Jesus. Let me at least put down the the structure, I guess, since I've decided that I'm gonna use it anyway.
Bro, you can't say things like my hand hurts and then expect us to not be like, maybe you should stop hurting your hand.
God, stop caring about me. What are you, friends?
Yes!
Yes, actually, factually, yes.
The junior voice. Unhurt. I'm joking. Listen, I need to make it clear for the audience and also for Kristen. Just to put you at ease. He's not this bad right now. I am 100% overblowing this issue.
Sometimes people will joke about how bad their characters' mental states are, and really they're just making a joke, but it sends me into a massive, oh god, that's something else I'm gonna have to deal with in the narrative. Okay, what can we do to help get through your character's horrible existential Chris, he's actually not that bad. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm just like, I was like, you know what, for Kristen's sake, let me let everyone here know Junior's doing better than he has been. Ironically, despite Yugo being dead, Junior's been doing a lot better in his personal life than he has been this entire goddamn show. I hate to break, like, spoilers for season 4. Yes, no, it's
Junior's
not actually, really.
Not really.
It's like, honestly, on a logical sheet of paper, it's not really a spoiler that Junior's actually doing the best he has been in this entire series.
I mean, yeah.
I feel great.
His life's been pretty bad.
He's not killing 19 people.
Yeah.
Just 10.
He's like, honestly, someone died and I didn't do it.
So, pretty good for me, actually. Junior's doing a little better now. He's been a little torn up after realizing snakes don't have arms, but he'll be fine. They don't have arms.
They don't have arms. God. Yeah, no, Junior's old design was very like he had the necklace before, and I'm glad Canon gave me a reason to give him another necklace. But like, it's always been meant to be part of his design. It's good. Give him some pants. Well, not pants. Give him a shirt. Goes over. Actually, if I remember, the shirt was pretty long.
Are you trying to draw like original design?
Yeah, like, well, at least what I used to draw on the shitpost for Junior, because he used to have like a long cardigan that I had him in.
I see.
Yeah, like a lot of the old art I sent you actually really does have him in a long cardigan.
I do not remember this.
Yeah.
But I'll believe you.
It's like he had a. We joke about Therapist Junior, but he used to, in fact, dress kind of like a therapist. So.
Have you tried yoga?
Have you tried yoga? It's like, yeah, no. Back when the character was slightly different, he had chiller vibes. So it just made sense for him to have a chiller wardrobe. He kind of dressed in like fall outfits. It's also written. It's literally written in his character sheet that he dresses as well as he can afford to. Like it's important to him to dress like
Nice.
pretty. Like even what he's wearing, it's very well kempt.
Mm-hmm.
That shirt's ironed.
Aww.
Those pants are put together. Like he cleans his shoes pretty regularly. Like these are all. He can't afford to get anything better than what he gets at Goodwill, but he takes really good care of what he gets at Goodwill. So.
Aww. Junior was always designed to have gazebo time. You know, he really was.
He kind of was.
The time was not planned super far in advance, but it was right. You know, back before we didn't realize until just now that Junior is Murder God's sassy straight friend. What are you doing?
God, I was talking with Atlas like yesterday, and I was just like, sometimes I think about it, and I'm just like, is it okay that Junior says hun as much as he does? And I was like, all right, he's from Georgia. Like hun, sweetie, and darling are just in his vocabulary.
They're in his DNA.
God.
I just had a thought. Do the DMP characters need haircuts? No.
No.
No,
They're in stasis.
Hair does not grow unless you're Tommy.
Yeah, it's the rules of the void are basically everything is in stasis unless you like have a pretty big mental change. Like you can change things about your own appearance, but you have to like kind of will it into existence. Because how you are in the void is basically based around your own self-perception.
I want bigger titties.
I deny that by virtue of being weirded out by that.
Haley, you can't have bigger boobs. Murder God, why won't you let me have bigger boobs? It's not me. It's the creator. It's
It's not. No. It's in there. No.
God.
Damn it.
God. Also, other random design things you would not be able to get due to the cartoonish nature of a lot of, well, not cartoonish, but you know what I mean. Due to the more stylized nature of how we tend to draw things, Junior's hair technically isn't dreads.
Yeah.
It's, we all, me included, all draw them as dreads because I'm like, I'm too lazy. But it's, I remember that, and I could change this whenever I wanted to, probably, because it wouldn't do anything. But, like, if I remember correctly, they are, what is it called? I wear them occasionally. What is it called? It's a type of braid. Anyway, it's braided. It does come apart. It's technically not a dread. It's a, God, I don't have time to look this up right now. I am drawing, but yeah.
I mean, Squinsit, Murder God. Charlie had all of her hair burned off, and it has not grown back. Her haircut has been the same for eons, and recently the only change that happened is she dyed her bangs red and slicked them back.
Using the blood of someone she just killed.
Yeah.
No!
Honestly, icon.
LMAO, what an icon.
It's like, to address the person that asked if they were cornrows, they are not, because cornrows are attached to the head. Specifically to make the row of corn. I actually did pause to look at what kind of braids these were. Bot braids. There we go. God.
Now we know. Haley, where are you in my character files? I need to source your... There we are, found you. Haley, where did you go?
I like how this basically just turned into let's draw TMP and complain about drawing TMP.
Man, all the many times I've drawn DMP is such super hard.
Why do we make art for this show? It's dumb.
Good. Alex, every piece of art you've ever made that involves a DMP character is a masterpiece. Honestly, every art you've ever made in general is a masterpiece.
You want my degree? I think you should have it.
I think you should have Kristen's degree. I don't have
Absolutely,
a
I
degree,
should have
so
Kristen's
can't offer it to you.
Here you go. This is my Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration. Here you go. I'll send it to you in the mail with a clock.
The clock. Yeah, it'll be written on the front. You never suspected this, but I'll send it back saying I did. You told me it would be with the clock.
God fucking damn it. So I have to ask this question sincerely, since, you know, you didn't win the giveaway and we'll never know. If you'd won the giveaway and I had sent you the fucking clock, would you have kept the clock?
No, I would have given that shit to Goodwill.
I just thought of something terrible and I'm about to do it. Hold on. Can somebody send me a picture of the clock, please?
The clock. Let's see here.
Because I was like, yeah, I have the clock. No, you have the clock as an emoji. You don't actually, like, have a picture of the
Have
clock.
the clock proper.
Where's the clock? I feel it has to be somewhere because I cut it out to put it into the make it into an emoji.
Yeah, imagine walking into a Goodwill. Sora's DMP clock is there. Like Peanut Butter Gamer or someone makes a video. What is up, guys? It's Peanut Butter Gamer. I found this weird thing in a Goodwill. It appears to be a demonic deer.
God, can you fucking imagine?
That'd be the weirdest. That'd be the weirdest.
Just going onto a Peanut Butter Gamer video. So, hi, I put the clock in the Goodwill.
Put the clock in the Goodwill.
The setup for this joke doesn't work as well as I wanted it to, but like I'm gonna do it anyway just because I haven't drawn this guy in a long time. So
Did somebody get you the clock, or are you still?
I'm still just drawing around until somebody tells me they found the clock. Because I know for a fact I don't have it downloaded. So
So it's not like the clock pure D the clock as an image, but I searched has image clock to find it in this chat. Oh, there we go. Kristen already found it.
Yeet.
Actually, I just took a screenshot of the red bubble and then I made a new clock image because I didn't feel like going to look for a clock image.
You're valid and correct.
Listen, I am working on stuff for the show. Because we make a lot of art for the show.
Oh god, no, his face was rounded at this point. He was not always the boy that we know.
He was baby.
He has, in his life, been baby.
Or better yet, the clock somehow ends up on one of those odd auction shows that's highly praised and priced in the thousands. Well, it would never be priced at the thousands. It is for sure only worth like $10 to $15.
Okay, but let's be honest though. Like, imagine like 100 years from now, they mistake it for something that actually matters.
Yeah.
And there's only two of them.
This is obviously aging from an clock.
It's obviously from a secret cult. I mean,
Yeah.
not wrong, but
We believe that this deer represents the ancient Celtic god Liam Neeson.
like, I refuse to ever draw this clock. I will always just take an image of the clock and stuff it in.
It's funniest as an actual image of the clock. You're doing the right thing.
God. There's 15 minutes left in this stream. That's like the funniest thing to me for some reason. Like, my brain keeps going, yeah, the stream's over. And it's just like, no.
No, it's not. There's more.
But wait, there's more. Me, why doesn't this look like Junior? Me, immediately upon realizing it doesn't. Oh, I have the white selected. Hold on. There he goes. God.
Hey, look at this cool clock I found. We're gonna no.
Now look at this clock that I just found!
No, please get no. That has to leave the void.
I'm kicking this out of the void. I can't send it back. I can't send it back out of the void.
She tries to remove the clock and it just keeps coming back.
No, time's not supposed to be real in here.
No, it has.
The clock is the ultimate symbol of his power. It will make time happen as long as it is here.
God. I've explained this stupid bit to so many people, and everyone has laughed at me when I tell them about Clockgate. They just laugh at my suffering.
As is proper.
God.
God.
So many details. He looks so happy. It's pretty meta.
God.
Fucking metal.
I'm sorry, it's like Alex was like, yeah, I would have sent it to Goodwill. Me, who just said Junior gets his shit from Goodwill.
Dan was just like, put that back.
Put that back.
Put that back.
God.
Daniel very rarely says no to Junior, no last name, but this is the time.
Yeah.
I thought that
Surely
was
all the
Cobra
Black
Kai.
Stars cults get along with each other. Cyrano's cult comes in, starts whooping everyone's ass like Cobra Kai.
Yeah, for sure, Cernos Chosen are just the assholes throughout everything. Because, you know, if they aren't assholes, then they've failed Cernos. So, they failed Cernos and they collapse into goo.
I have given you the gift of strength, and you do not use it. You are now liquid.
You are now
Liquid.
Long ago, before
You
Black
donated
Stars
to the orphanage? Die.
You gave my artifact to Goodwill. There is no goodwill in man. Die.
I forgot this tab was here.
Your deadlines are now.
Your deadlines are now.
God. Alright, time to put shoes on you, sir. I got distracted enough drawing the stupid Goodwill comic. Forgot I was doing anything else. It's like, oh yeah, I'm on the wheel. I'm the one who's drawing.
You're the one who's drawn.
I could draw my character.
You can draw whatever the fuck you want.
Can I?
Yeah. You ever just think about that? The fact that you're able to draw means you can just kind of make whatever you want
Yep.
Within, like,
within your skill level.
capability.
You can do anything you want. I want to draw 1,000 unique isosceles triangles.
I mean, if that's what you want to do with your skill set.
Technically,
Alex,
it's
are
not
you
much
sure
less
that's
of a-
what you want to do with the degree that I'm sending you?
Yes.
Honestly, drawing unique isosceles triangles is less about skill and more about patience.
God.
Patience is a skill that I wish I had.
God.
Patience is a skill I wish that other people had. Stares at all the tape commenters.
Patience is a skill that many could stand to have.
That's all Bean Dad was trying to teach her.
No!
I'm sorry, I had to circle it back. You made it too easy.
This is a teaching moment.
This is a teaching moment, child.
Why can't I just fucking snap open the beans? I'm a god. This is stupid. I know how to use a can opener. This is dumb.
No one gets to eat until you figure out how to open the beans.
But wait, Cernos, isn't the can opener a human invention? Don't you hate those?
I do indeed.
Takes away the can opener.
Now open the can of beans.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna snap it open then, since I'm a fucking god.
No, that is not how you do it.
Okay, smartass, how would you do it then?
Not
Grabs
like
can,
you, obviously.
Grabs can, puts it on antlers.
Now you try with your antlers. Oh wait, you don't have them. Because you are a failure of nature.
I'm a bird, you fuck!
Therefore a failure of nature.
Once upon a time, you walked the earth as dinosaurs. Look at what you are now, a sad, small, pathetic little bird.
Meanwhile, I turned cancer into a mating call.
God, now I'm thinking about the elk that evolved with their antlers too damn heavy to do anything because biggest antlers got the most mates.
That's so great, and also
Really?
so dumb.
The risk I took was calculated, but man, are we bad at math.
It's like, yeah, the deer with the two big antlers. There was a couple other animals where their horns would get so long they would turn around and drill back into their brains.
Oh yeah, that's boars.
Yeah.
God. So dumb.
Evolution. Natural selection has multiple variables.
Okay, just realized if Cernos were ever to drink, he'd definitely use his antlers / skull fangs as a bottle opener.
Stabs the cork with one of his tusks, pulls it out.
This is why I hate human invention. Humans invented the cork. Stop her.
God.
It is weak like their steel. It is weak like their tanks.
Wait, you mean to tell me that a tank won't kill us?
No. That is the farthest thing from the truth I could ever possibly imagine.
But what if... Okay, now, Cernos, normally I don't engage with japery with you, but this question was recently posed to me, and I
shall tolerate no japery,
Okay,
child.
well, I have a
Forget it.
question. I had a question that was put to me a lot, and nobody would listen to me. So now I have to ask you, clearly the more intelligent god.
Clearly.
Yes. So tell me, if the humans were to get their hands on a tank, could they kill a black star?
Lord, no.
Really? But what if they had 2 tanks?
I shall rip you into 2, and then we shall find out.
Wait, why are you ripping me into 2?
Math!
I don't understand.
You will, child! You will understand the mathematics of your demise.
Murder tank.
Murder tank.
Murder tank.
Isn't there an anime out there where like anime girls turn into tanks or something?
They don't
Girls
turn
in
into
Panzer.
tanks, but
Girls
they
in
drive
Panzer.
them.
Okay, good. Glad that I. Am I glad that I didn't fever dream that?
I watched the first episode. It was bizarre.
Yeah. There's also this one anime where this one girl, like, I think she's at like a gas station and she just randomly turns into
Oh,
like
there's a whole series. There's a whole series of those shorts. Like
Good
the
to
one with,
know.
like a freaking boat and like airplane.
I've seen the plane one.
Yeah, and one where this girl turns into a freaking okonomiyaki making robot. not even a vehicle, just a straight up robot.
Anime was a mistake.
Hold on. I have to pull up the anime was a mistake mug. It's like, not to bring up a different series, but every time this is mentioned, I feel the need to show this image.
Now see, Utena turned into a car.
Well, Utena, I bet you thought you were the only one who could turn into a car. God. So fucking dumb. Did you guys... So after the Utena movie, this is a wonderful image, thank you, bro. So after the Utena movie, the director of the movie and like someone else who worked on the movie were like doing an interview, and the director went on this very long spiel about how this one section where this person turns into a caterpillar and comes off, like, it's the most absurd scene, and he went on this long spiel about what the thing meant, and then the person who had been working with him on this goddamn movie for years turned to him and said, wait, that's what that meant?
Power move.
God. Season 4 of DMP is just Murder God making anime references all the time. That's already DMP.
This is regular dimp.
Murder God's been a weeb this whole time.
Yeah, have you
It's all weebery. Always
This
has been.
It's Hot Topic Weebery.
Hot topic weebery.
God.
Like,
No,
Murder
it's
God
Hot
is in fact just the Hot Topic God. Anime and all.
She would never stoop as low as an art theft, of course, but
Of course
not.
not.
Topic.
Not in her current state.
Not in her current. Fuck off.
See, no. See, Murder God in her current state does rip-offs, not straight thievery. The dubiously legal is what she does. So sorry.
What are you talking about?
Parody?
Would you please partake if my household is totally a unique number that sounds like nothing that has ever been made on this earth?
I'm saying this, but we did in fact just, put Subway in there. I think about that occasionally. It's like, yeah, no, it's just Subway.
When did we put? Oh, I guess because when did we put Subway in there?
We didn't go to Subway. It was that what is the actor's name?
Jeff Goldblum would.
Jeff
Jeff Goldblum was just like, you bribed me with Subway.
You bribed me with Subway.
God.
This is such a dumb show.
Yeah!
You
This is a
bribed me
really
with
dumb
Subway.
show that we do. It's really dumb. I love every minute of it, but God, it's so dumb. Like, you ever just stop and think to yourself, wow, that's it, that's canon in the fucking show.
I do occasionally think about these things. Like, for those of you not in like the server, like not in the fan server that we don't run but are in, there was talk about like who's the most himbo in like the show, and there was an entire conversation, and it ended up landing on there is a himbo collective of like 4 characters. But like I cited my sources on why this was the himbo collective. I was like, no, do you remember the Big Brother scenario in which this character threw a champagne glass at this other character's head while they were on the swing, knocked him out, and everyone was worried about him for like 2 seconds until he started giggling like a madman, and then they all just went, "Eh?"
This is a show.
This is a show that exists.
This is a show that we do.
Remember when Lupin the Third just decided to show up in the middle of a western? No,
Remember all the times that King DDD is in the fucking canon? Or that Jeff Goldblum keeps showing up? Or...
Jeff Goldblum repeatedly appears.
It's like Jeff Goldblum and Steve and not Steve Racer and Speed Racer are both played by the same man.
Mm-hmm.
They are not only both in the show, they are played by the same man and the same character, and this is a plot point.
The auteur, Neil Breen
Neil Breen is also played by the same man.
And is also a plot point. I'm sorry.
Never forget that Billy Man on the Internet was a huge plot point.
Amazing. Well,
good. Billy showed up and turned the tides of the season 1 finale.
Billy is important to the plot.
Billy is important to the plot of Discord Murder Party.
God.
I love this show.
I love this show so much.
It's so dumb, but it's so amazing.
Speed Racer is Neil Breen. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. I can't believe you were my brother, Racer X. I just can't believe it.
On that note, it is time for the stream to end. Thank you everyone for joining us while we talked about Discord Murder Party and made memes. Have a lovely evening. Please join us tomorrow for Fallen Empires. Love you all. Bye. 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 Bye.